Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Hi, welcome back. The question of the day, at least one of them, is why haven't they started impeaching Biden yet? All the crappy things he's done, the illegal stuff that he's done. Well, we got to ask ourselves the question. Should we impeach him or should we not impeach him? Let me tell you where I stand, and before I give my answer and everybody goes crazy, let me tell you why. I fall on the side not for impeachment. Not because I'm a hero or I think Joe Biden's my hero. I'm a huge Trump supporter, still am. The fact of the matter is, let's look at history. Let's look at Bill Clinton. After he was impeached, his poll numbers went up. After Donald Trump was impeached, his poll numbers went up. Right now, Biden's poll numbers are free-falling. One of some of the worst, if not the worst, approval rating of any president, including Jimmy Carter, since polls were done. Would that help Joe Biden? Probably a little, but at least he won't keep going down, at least temporarily. Number two, the impeachment would be symbolic only. We all know, as the founders put in, and rightfully so, it takes 2/3 of the U.S. Senate to impeach and remove someone from office. That would leave Kamala Harris president of the United States. And believe me, by just saying that, the hair in the back of my neck stood up. As Senator Kennedy said from Louisiana, when Kamala Harris's IQ gets to 75, she should sell. But let me give you three. The real, I think, is the best reason not to impeach. Leave him right where he is. His own arrogance and his own stubbornness might very well have him run for another term, because the bubble that surrounds him is telling him, Mr. President Biden, you're the greatest. Yeah, you're the greatest since sliced bread, and F Trump, and the American people are behind you, and and he believes this crap. He believes it sincerely because he wants to believe it. He ran for president 3 or 4 times before he finally won. And most of the times he had to drop out because of plagiarism or other ridiculous scandals. He knows he'll never be charged and he'll never go to jail. We all know that. Right, wrong, or indifferent, that's just a fact. Okay? Think about all the blunders that he's done. The horrific Afghanistan withdrawal. The mumbling and fumbling and just him embarrassing the United States to its people as well as the world. Just the terrible policies that he has. Get rid of gas stoves. Just the diversity and the DEI stuff. It's insane. It's infiltrated every single department, and the military is now dug in with this nonsense, and the list goes on and on and on. Now he claims he had a chance to go to West Point and he didn't. Even the mainstream media, that's the ultra left, is starting to question his memory or his lying skills at press conferences now. He's destroying himself piece by piece. Why? Because he really sucks. And the more he talks, the least support he has. That's my reason for not impeaching. And there's a lot of people, Republicans, that I agree with, that think they should go through it anyway. And I'll tell you the truth. I can see that impulse. I really and truly can. But let's step back for a minute. Let's look at the politics of it before we jump to conclusions. I said not too long ago, just 4 or 5 years ago, that the Democrats and the mainstream media need to hold up on Trump. It looks like before COVID came across, he was going to win again and be reelected. Let him go. Let him go. They still control the Senate. They still control the House. He can't really do anything but executive orders. And they'll just burn up another 4 years, and we can groom a candidate, get a lot of money behind that individual or individuals. Their bench isn't very deep. But either way, we can groom a good candidate or a couple of candidates, let them battle it out, and let the Democrats decide. And we'll have a good, if not excellent, chance of taking the White House. We can blame all the COVID stuff on Trump. We can blame all the deficit spending. We can blame all the horrific things that are going on in the world. We can blame Trump. Even though it might not be his fault, but that doesn't matter. You would damage the brand of the Republican Party way worse than it already is. But you decided, short-sightedness and ego, to push up or prop up Joe Biden. Okay, you got what you wanted. He got sworn in as president. It's like the dog catching the car. The dog chases the car. The dog catches the car. The dog goes like, what do we do now? They don't know what to do. They've painted themselves into a corner. And it's their self-destruction. Since the new Napoleon movie has come out, I haven't seen it yet, but there's a quote from Napoleon, and I believe he said, word for word, never interrupt your enemy when they're making a mistake. Putting Joe Biden into the White House and all the insane stuff that's gone on, the nut bars that he's paraded in and out of there, just ridiculous. While he sits in his bubble and his arrogance and his stubbornness thinks he's doing a great job and doing the right thing by his own people. While enriching himself, of course. And everybody knows it. Everyone knows it, even people that support him. His numbers will continue to tank. And as long as they're tanking, so does the Democrat Party. All self-inflicted wounds. So I'm trying to make the case for the fact, yeah, it'd be great theater. Oh, yes. A bunch of really horrific stuff and ridiculousness that he's done or tried to do. Just the chicanery and the money and the millions that have flowed to his family, selling out the United States to China and other things. What he's done, the military withdrawal to Afghanistan was maybe enough to impeach. Those poor 13 dead U.S. soldiers. I wonder where they're buried, and I wonder what their families think. Politics is very much like war. You have a strategy. Can't use your emotions only. That's what got Joe Biden into the White House. People using their emotions rather than their logic. And in my personal opinion, logically, the best strategy is keep him there. Let him F up every other day. Let him go on vacation 90% of the time. Let him come out with ridiculous policies. Let the people that work for him do stupid crap, like end up stealing luggage at airports. I mean, we can go on and on and on. The stupidity of the current White House press secretary. The ridiculousness and the hypocrisy of some of his spokespeople from the State Department and others. The FBI just losing credibility with the American people. Same with the Attorney General. They're all going down in flames. Let them go. Let them self-destruct. Believe me, there's enough people after Biden to show the American people what he's done and hasn't done. But the more he's there, the longer he's there, the more the American people see. And Trump's numbers are going up, and Biden's are going down. Keep the man in office. He'll F up over and over and over and over. In fact, if the polls hold now, a year from now, Trump might actually win the popular vote. It's a losing cause for them, and they know it. And they don't know what to do. They're the dog that caught the car. So I'm trying to make the case for everybody saying, impeach, impeach, impeach. He won't be. It'll be a show trial. It will give out a lot of damaging information, but he'll never leave office. He won't. And just the thought of Kamala Harris being president is enough to keep you up at night. Let them self-destruct. I think that's an excellent strategy, and I am no pro-Biden person. I am a huge Trump supporter. Let's look at the overall strategy rather than going by emotions. What do you think? And try to keep your comments civilized. Until the next time, goodbye and good luck.